Good afternoon, folks. I've arrived at the beginning of my trail. So this is actually a Munro trail, but I'm going to be doing it really lazily over 2 days, and that's just so I can do some other stuff. So I'm going to be 2 nights wild camping where I'm just going to be cooking food, and I even might try and make some cakes, believe it or not. I'm going to be trying to track some wildlife. I don't normally do that, so I don't know how good I am going to be at it, but wildlife normally finds me. But for once I might actually go looking for it, and I'll just show you a quick look around. Sorry about if there's any cars. There's a couple of Munros there I've done previously, and Gulvain is hidden behind there somewhere. You can't actually see it from the road. It is a hidden Munro. But I'm going to crack on and I'll show you as much as I can. I'm going at a leisurely pace. The time is 1:37 on a Thursday afternoon. It's glorious winter's sunny day, and I'm really looking forward to this because I'm not having to rush for once. Lovely stone bridge here. Water's really clear. I bet it's bloody cold though. A little warning there. I've not managed to kill myself yet, not after doing 167 Munros and weeks worth of wild camping in Scotland over the years. Maybe one day it will get me. I'd probably die happy anyway. No bloody camper vans. Do it properly, do it in a tent. Over the last few years, there's been some issues with camper vans up here, where people dump their waste, blue waste from their camper vans into rivers, and people generally just throwing litter away. Normally, since the pandemic, it's got really bad, and the popularity of the NC 500, North Coast 500, and even I've been driving behind, well, I don't actually drive, but I've been with friends when we're driving behind camper vans and seen bags of litter launch out the window. We wasn't too happy, put it that way. So this forest behind me, when you look at it, it looks like really weird, almost like a oil painting or a watercolor painting, I'd say actually was probably a better description, because where the trees are slightly swaying, but in a distance, it's like they're all blurry. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it in the camera, but I'll show you anyway. So when you're looking at them, like as I am now, they just don't look real. It's really bizarre, especially the ones like further away. I'm going to zoom in just to see if you can see it. I won't know if you can see this until I get home. There you go, that's as far as this camera zooms in. So hopefully you can see that. If not, I'm sorry. Just got the first view of the mountain. I'm excited about this one. It's going to be the first new Munro of the year. It's always good to get the first new one in the bag for the year. And yeah, I'm loving the conditions. I'm just wearing a light fleece and a base layer, and I could probably even lose to the fleece, to be honest with you. I've been meaning to do this mountain for a while. It's one of the few I have left that's easy to get to. I don't drive at the moment. I'm currently learning. I'm doing a little automatic license. Can't be bothered with manual. Should have done it years ago, but oh well. But yeah, I can't get to many of them now by public transport. So it's getting harder and harder to find a mountain to do that I can easily get to without a 15-mile walk in. There's not many left, and they are all very far north. I found my first wildlife. There's a couple of stags just ahead of me right on the path. I've just spooked them turning on the camera. Let's see how close I get before they notice me. I'm actually wearing dark colours so they can't see me yet. Oh, there they go, they've just got a whiff of me there. Oh, there's actually loads of them. I'm not going to talk very loud. Their hearing is incredible. They're looking directly at me. Oh my God, there's a whole herd of stags. Oh my God. Just look how many there is. I can count at least 23. Look how well camouflaged they are against the hill. Oh, there is so many. They're not overly scared of me. This is incredible. There they go. Oh, sorry to disturb all of you. Couple over here. Look like young ones. Wow, that was incredible. Well, I said I'd try and find you some wildlife, and I didn't disappoint, did I? I just didn't realise it'd be this soon. Oh, this part is perfect for having a camp. You can tell people have been here before. Yep, someone's had a bonfire there. Doesn't look like it was a very good one. There's an abandoned derelict building not far from here. I thought about camping in there, but it's just not far enough along the trail for my liking, really. I want to be quite close to the bottom of the mountain so I can just get up and go tomorrow, and I wouldn't like leaving my gear this far from the mountain still. I'd have a lot of a walk back tomorrow. Just found the old abandoned metal shed. There it is behind me. Let's go and have a look, shall we? See what's in here. Hello! Looks like an old sheeping shed where they put the sheep in here and shear them. Oh, that's just full of crap now. Let me show you. Oh, come on, people. Is there any need for this? I don't know why people just can't take their litter with them. It's like an old asbestos roof. Someone's lost a shoe at some point. But I won't be camping in here. Too much litter, and it's not far enough down the trail. But yeah, it's a little marker for you. I'm walking past so many excellent wild camping spots that are just perfect. Oh, it's always when you don't need them to be there, they're there. And when you really need one, you can't find it. I've just spotted another herd of deer as well. It looks like this is a spot where the estate actually feeds the deer. Have a look at this. So a lot of these estates do a bit of trophy hunting. That's not a lot of people's thing. I don't really see anything wrong with it. They need to fund these estates somehow, and hunting is as good a way as any. But look at this camping spot, right by the river. You've got a little fireplace here. You've got the woodland there to find some dead wood. And there you go, it's another herd of stags just the other side of the river. Pretty little waterfall just there. Even prettier waterfall just coming up. Or I'd like to have a dip in there if it was summer. I do love a little river dip in summer. Let's have a look at this one, shall we? Oh, look at that. There's a pool just there. You can still see the bottom, but you can tell it's deep enough. You could have a swim about in there in summer. The water wouldn't be as rapid as in summer. It'd still be going, but you know, it might even be like fun little slides you could slide in there. Oh, I just splashed my own leg. I don't even have my gaiters on. So there's the mountain. So you can't actually see the summit from here because there is a slightly higher summit just behind that one. But there it is, Gulvain. I can just notice a vehicle just over there. So there might be some hunters around here, so better be careful I don't get shot. So normally when I get here on a day like today, I'd just go straight up the mountain and do a summit camp, even in winter. Today would be perfect for it. But I'm carrying a lot more equipment than I normally do. That's so I can film it for you guys with the drone and the cameras and the batteries. So I'm going to start looking for somewhere to camp shortly and get some food on. I am starting to get a little bit hungry, so getting a bit excited for me food I'm going to make. But I'm going to crack on, and yeah, I'll let you know when I found a camping spot. So I'm not far at all now from the bottom of the mountain. As you can see, there it is. But I don't know if you can see over there, looks like there's the remnants of our old Croft. I'm going to go and see if the ground's flat enough that I can camp in it, because then the walls will give me a little bit of protection from the wind. There is plenty of camping spots around here, but I don't like being too near the river because on the first night it tends to keep me awake. Your body's on a little bit of a height and you're alert because it's the first night, so you end up listening to every little noise that happens. On the second night, the third night, fine, but on the first night I always find it a little bit harder to sleep if I'm near too much noise. So I'm going to go and check it out. The only problem is that I've got to leave the path. Oh, and it's boggy as hell. It's squelching under my feet. Oh, but it's not far. The ground is quite lumpy and bumpy from the, it's just like heather, I suppose. It's the best way to describe it. I found an animal track to follow. This isn't actually a path, this has been made by the deer, but I don't mind following their tracks. Let's cut through this one, shall we? Oh. So some old wall. I think someone had to be laboured out here, probably in the summer and the winter, and built this with all the midges. And oh, it would have been a hard job. I wonder how much they get paid. I suppose, but beautiful scenery. I wonder if they took it for granted though. I suppose that we just were used to it back then, innit? Didn't have all our modern luxuries that we have now. Oh, it's getting real boggy. Look how boggy it's getting. Oh, where is it? Look how boggy it's getting. Oh, grim. Don't want my boots to get wet. I do not want to drop this camera in the water either. Oh, I made it. Oh, God. This is a good sign that this stream's here, though. I'm guessing that's where the Croft got their water back in the day. Right, I'm nearly there. Oh, God, it's looking a bit stony in there. Sometimes there's no stones in them and you can get a tent in them. But this one, I don't think so. As you can see, it's all just caved in on itself. Some of them, the stones have been cleared out, but this one hasn't. And it looks boggy as hell in there. I think this is going to be a good spot around here though. I'm still going to camp quite close to this. Wonder who lived here back in the day. Look, it's the old doorway. Well, I think that would have been the doorway. I'm just assuming, or maybe that's the doorway. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just making it up as I go along. I'm an Englishman in Scotland. It's probably my fault that this got destroyed. I'm sorry, I do apologise. Right, where can I camp? I am going to hunt the best flat bit of ground around here. I found my spot. Whee! Alright, it's getting a bit chilly. Let's do this jumper up. Oh God. I'm not normally this useless, honestly. It's just because you're watching. Stop looking at my bottom. Nope, that's good. You'll be happy to hear, after my disaster on the West Highland Way, I upgraded and got myself a new waterproof dry bag. So this one isn't like one I've bought before, it's actually 100% waterproof and it can go on the outside of the bag. So I've got my roll mat in there and I've done that so I can fit more important things in my bag, like the drone. Hurry! So this is a synthetic sleeping bag I've got here. It's a 3-season one. It's probably going to be right on its limit tonight, but I've slept right on its limit before. I'm with the liner and my clothes on. I'm always warm enough. I like a big pillow. And that's my sleeping bag done. Tent's all put up. I've stuck my stuff away and I'm going to have a little play with the drone because the sun is about to set behind them mountains behind me. And it is incredibly beautiful out here. There's my old Croft. There's my tent. Gonna have a lovely sunset behind that mountain. And there's Droney McDrone that's about to go up. Well, that's me, just had a little play with the drone. Now I'm gonna get some food on. It's getting a bit chilly now, folks. I wanna get some food on. I've got a lovely chicken and mushroom pot noodle in there, in the bag, so I need to boil some water. Let's see if my Jetboil lights first time. Oh, it's gonna spark. No. Sometimes it doesn't spark straight away using the old sparker on that. There we go, problem solved. I've done this many times before, so I know exactly how much water I need. Oh, that's nice. Keep my hands warm while it cooks. Can't cook water, obviously, but while it boils. Got one of my silicone bowls there. Got a silicone cup as well. I need to go and fill up some water as well. I'm gonna quickly go and grab that while that's cooking. Why it's cooking, I mean, why it's boiling. Why am I saying that? I've lost the plot. Quicker than the tap. Ooh, it's boggy there. Oh, Jesus. Nearly fell over. Let's check on my water cooking. No, it's not quite cooked yet. Just going to pop one of these in my water that I got a minute ago. It's the chlorine tablet. Because I didn't filter it, I'm going to stick one of these in it, leave it for 20 minutes, and then I'll boil it and I'll use it for drinks. I think it's ready. Tip my pot noodle into my bowl. It's a king size pot noodle. Hopefully it all fits in there. Get the water in there. And then what I like to do, just to stop the bowl losing too much heat, so just put the plastic over the top, find a small rock, one that's not too heavy, just to stop it blowing away. There we go. Let it soak up all the water, give it a mix, and then I'll dive in. Gonna have a few pistachio nuts while I wait for me pot noodle. My fingers are getting cold, so it's hard to open them with my fingers. I have to use my teeth. I've got some of these in a pile over there. These don't grow in Scotland, so don't throw them on the floor in Scotland. And I'll be taking them home with me and chucking them in the bin. Just mix my soy sauce in with me noodles. You see that? There, yeah. Yep, that's definitely done. You know if it's not, because it'll still be crunchy in the middle and it's rank when it's like that. It's like eating cardboard. Well, I'm going to give this a good mix. And I'm going to enjoy this. God, it's so cold. Even though it's so cold, I feel so privileged and lucky to be able to do stuff like this. And I can just enjoy this lovely wilderness all to myself. I've seen a few people today, but I can't see anyone anyway. I can see quite a way. Can't see any other tents pitched, so I'm probably on my own. Anyway, you don't want to watch me eat this, so I'm gonna go. Going to be doing some experimenting here. I'm gonna try and make some cornflake cakes, honey nut cornflake cakes to be precise. I keep missing. How's it missing? There we go. Got it there in the end. Much more reliable than a lighter. I'm not sure if this is going to work. This could turn out to be a complete disaster. I'm going to break up some of this chocolate, put it in one of the little baggies and put that in there, and hopefully that'll melt the chocolate, and then I can put it over the honey nut cornflakes, and then tomorrow I'll have a nice cake on the hill. If not, I'll have a gooey mess. Break it into individual squares, and then hopefully it'll melt quicker. The chocolate's real cold. Oh, it's hard to break. Either that or I'm weak. I'm just hoping the plastic doesn't melt. I don't want it to melt to my Jetboil, because that'd be a disaster. So I'm going to keep a close eye on that. It's just a waiting game now. I think it might be working. I'm not 100% sure, but I just had a sneaky little look and it definitely looked like something's melting. Hopefully it's not the bag and it's just the chocolate. Oh, I am so excited for this. I'm even doing a little dance. I'm getting that excited. I've not had chocolate cornflake cakes in years. I may be the first person ever in the whole world to make them in a Jetboil as well. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that melted chocolate. Right, water's boiled. I can use that for a hot chocolate in a minute. Oh, this chocolate smells fantastic. Oh, I thought the bag had stuck together and melted then, but it hasn't. Oh, that smells so good. It smells like diabetes and regret. Right, now this has got to go into there. Can I pull this off? Oh yes. Come on, Keithy boy. Get them cornflakes in there. That's it. There's no measurements to this. I just literally threw a load of cornflakes in a bag. Right, and then you've got to mix it all together. That's it. Mix it. Oh, it's all gooey, slimy. That's it. Got to get all the chocolate in there before it goes. That's it. Right, it's all mixing together, lovely. Oh yes, Keith, you're a genius. If anything, I probably had a little bit too many cornflakes in there. Oh yeah, get them right, get in there. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Oh, let me show you this, because this just looks amazing. Look at that. Chocolatey cornflakes. So when this hardens, it will just go into one big cake. I'll be able to break it off and eat it. Get you right in there. Get it right in there in that chocolate-ness. Oh, yes. I think I'm going to have a sausage-shaped cornflake cake. I'm going to let that set now, and we'll see what it looks like in the morning. Continuing with the chocolate theme, I'm going to have a Belgian chocolate instant hot chocolate. Only 40 calories. I'm going to use some of the microplastic boiled water that I've just boiled plastic in. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I've not cleaned it. I'm going to have to use the non-pot noodle end. I have a confession to make. This hot chocolate isn't very nice. I don't know if it's the chlorine tablet, the fact that I boiled a plastic bag in the water for 5 minutes, or it's just the hot chocolate itself isn't very nice, because I've never had it before. But yeah, it's like chocolatey swimming pool water. Oh well, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's 7:15 now. I've been chilling in my tent for about an hour or so. I'm just blinding myself with that light. Oh God, what am I doing? There we go. It's not too bright. I can see and you can see me, and I'm not getting blinded. Yeah, so just put my bed socks on, getting tucked into my sleeping bag. There's my new fresh socks on. It's getting a bit chilly outside, but it's nothing to write home about. It's not too bad. Probably going to be fine. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm just going to chill out now. I'm going to brush my teeth in a bit, and then I'll be heading to bed. It's too cold to do this outside now. Now that I've got my bed socks on, I don't want to go out there anymore. I just opened my tent because I'm going to make a hot water boil, and it's a beautiful clear night out there. There's the moon, and I think that's probably a planet next to it. Can't be bothered to show off with the flint and steel this time. Don't be cack-handed, Keith. Spill a drop. Get that into a sock. Then what you want to do with this, get it to the bottom of your sleeping bag to keep your feet nice and warm. And my damp socks are in there, the ones I was wearing earlier, so it'll heat them up and it'll dry them nice. Well, I'm all snuggled in my sleeping bag now. It's warming up nicely. I'm pretty tired. I brushed my teeth. I've done everything I need to do. I'm going to go to sleep now, and I will see you in the morning when I will be climbing up Gulvain. Until then. Good morning, folks. I had a reasonable night's sleep. Woke up just once, about 2 AM, but managed to get back to sleep until 7:30. Then I woke up and I've chilled out for a bit. But now it's time to start getting up. I need to have a look outside, see if there's any clouds on the mountain, because I've got loads of time today, so I don't want to go up the mountain unless the weather is absolutely good up there, so I can get some good drone shots. But yeah, I need to get up, have a cup of coffee, and sort myself out. It's a bit nippy this morning. I'll just show you about my camp. I've got up this morning now. I've just got my coffee on. There you go. She's brewing away, getting ready, cooking me water. I woke up, my boots frozen, and that was in the tent. But there's the tent, nice frost on it. So as soon as I've had my coffee, I'm going to set off and head up the mountain. Looking forward to it. I thought there might be a bit more snow on it, because there was snow earlier in the week, but it seems to me have melted off already. I'm going to take my crampons up there anyway, just in case there's some ice at some point I can't see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I'm looking forward to this coffee more first. A lovely Nescafe caramel latte. Funny thing about me, I'll climb up that mountain in a minute, but I won't walk to my tent to get the spoon. It's 9:30 now, and I'm just leaving my campsite. My tent is well away from the path, but it is pretty cold this morning, so I just want to get moving for at least half an hour so I warm up. I'm not a breakfast person, so I don't eat breakfast. It makes me feel sick. Even the coffee sometimes can make me feel a bit but I seem to be okay at the moment. But yeah, I'm going to crack on, and if I spot anything interesting in the next half an hour, I'll let you know. Just walked across this wooden footbridge. I was scared it was going to be slippery because of the thing, but it wasn't too bad. Oh, another little Croft building just here. Plenty of frozen puddles. The mountains looks like it's getting a bit of heat though, so that's good. Be good to get up there in the warm. Oh, I wonder what stories have been told under these roofs back in the day. I finally got the sun on me. Just poking out behind that mountain there. I'll block it for you. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, I'm warming up now. It is beautiful out here today. I'm loving it. Just gonna plod on. I'm gonna take my time. I'm not gonna wear myself out by trying to race up this mountain like I normally would. I'm gonna enjoy it because I've got time. It's nice easy walking because the ground's frozen. So what would normally be a bog, I could assume, is nice and frozen. Easy steps. Nice easy steps. I'm getting a bit hot and sweaty because I've got my down jacket on. I need to get that off. if you get too sweaty, when you stop even for a second, you'll just start to feel cold. So it's better actually just to take it off as soon as you start to feel sweaty. Keep my fleece on. There's still a little nip in the air, but moving just a base layer and the fleece should be fine. What I might find, I might even have to lose the fleece. But we see how we get on. It's the beauty of Scottish weather. Even in summer, you don't know what you're going to need, and you're probably going to have to get changed about 6 times a day. It's the first patch of snow I've seen. Only a little patch. Probably some more nearer the top then. I'm on top of the ridge proper now. Can actually see the summit for the first time. Like I said yesterday, the first peak isn't actually the summit. There's one further back behind it. So if I switch that around, so there you can see the first one, and that's actually the summit behind it over there. But the views have opened up now. That old big boy over there, Ben Nevis. It's about 13, 14 miles away. And there, mountains as far as the eye can see. I'm going to carry on because it's getting a bit chilly now, so I might have to put my other jacket back on. If you didn't know what you were doing, you could be tricked by this peak, because there's a trig point at the top of this peak, but the actual summit is over on that one. There's not a lot of difference, but the true summit is over there. So you do not count. I'll touch you anyway. There you go. Yeah, fantastic views. Loch Shield down there. But I'm going to carry on along this lovely ridge. I'm just going to put my crampons on. Where this snow here is freezing and thawing, it's become really slippery, and I don't fancy sliding off a mountain. I've got my crampons on now, so I feel a lot safer crossing that now. Sometimes I can feel lazy and just not want to put them on, but you should always put them on. As you can see, look, it's icy, it's not actual snow. And if you were to slip, you know, you could potentially go all the way down there, and it wouldn't fun. It would definitely ruin your day. Anyway, gonna crack on, because I've got about, I reckon that's probably about a mile, probably further than it looks. I just saw a gentleman also come past me, and a dog ran up to me. I hadn't seen anyone all day, and a dog appeared, scared the life out of me. But I've stopped and I've taken my crampons off, because it's actually like this. But from back there, it actually looks like there's loads of snow, but there's not. So I made it to the summit, yay! Been here a few minutes. I just had a chat to the gentleman with a dog. He's a Munro completer, but he's just off to fly his drone on that summit over there where the trig point is, and I'm going to fly mine off this one. So there we go, there's the summit. I bet you thought I'd forgotten about this. I'm having some of my chocolate cornflake cake. It actually worked. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Can cornflake cakes be made in a Jetboil? Looks like they can. Let's try it. That is so good. Oh. The view ain't bad either. Talking about me, not the mountains, obviously. You know, this brings back to nostalgia to when, like, in the 80s and 90s, when you went to primary school, middle school, you have a thing called a summer fete. Don't know if they still have them these days, they're probably banned. But your nan and your mum you would make a load of cakes and then you'd sell them, and the money would get donated to charity and stuff like that. And it brings back memories of them old school summer fetes and making these with me old nan. God, look at the side of it. Probably looks like something else, but it tastes damn good. That's enough for me eating anyway. This is a lovely ridge. It's got a little bit of exposure. It's down there. Don't want to go down there. But yeah, it's about 2 p.m, so I do need to start heading back to camp because it will be dark in about 2 hours, and I wouldn't want to be up on a ridge in the dark. It's not the most fun you can have. Oh no, the sun's hidden behind this mountain. What am I going to do? It's cold now. Back at the trig point, I need a drink. I've not drunk since when I left camp this morning. When it's cold, I always forget to drink. I don't know why. Oh, I needed that. Bit cold though. Woo! I can see my tent again. Yay! It is probably still about an hour away, but it's turning out to be a glorious... Well, it's been glorious all day. What am I talking about? I'm just talking nonsense to fill the time, ain't I? But oh yeah, Ben Nevis over there, looking magnificent. I've climbed that about 15 times because every time I get a visitor in Scotland, when someone down south comes to visit me, they want to climb Ben Nevis. And guess what? Got 2 people lined up already this year. I should start charging. I've got to start to think about what I'm going to cook. Oh wait, I've got only one thing I can cook. A pot noodle. Yay! I'm just going down all the grassy bit that was frozen this morning and it's now fairly boggy. But I need some energy. Yay, I'm back. Oh, thank God. Let's see if anyone's robbed my stuff. No, it's all good. I'm not mucking about today. I'm getting my lunch, or sorry, my dinner straight on. I've been back at camp about 5 minutes and I thought, you know what, if I lie down, I'm just going to go straight to sleep and I need to eat. So I'm going to get my food going. There won't be any cornflake cake cooked today, just me pot noodle. I think I'll have a couple of these in with my pot noodle. There we go. Chuck a bit of that in there. A bit more. Go in there as well. Just washing all the coffee remnants off from this morning. Couldn't be bothered to clean it this morning. Oh, there we go. There we go. Nothing a galloping horse would notice. Got Belgian mint chocolate today. Hopefully it doesn't taste like plastic like the other one did. It's good. So I finished having my dinner. I'm just sitting here in this abandoned croft and I thought I'd have a look around it. It's basically a pile of rocks, but it's just interesting to think like people lived here. So crofts were like basically small farmsteads, and basically during the Highland clearances everyone got kicked out because it was better for the landlords to graze sheep on the land than it was to rent out the crofts. But people would have lived in here with their animals. Looks like there's been animals sleeping in here, probably deers sheltering during the storm. They come in here and at least they kept out the wind a bit. That's why all these, that's definitely like a deer's definitely lied there at some point. But yeah, there would have been maybe a room for the animals, a room for people. I think they used to have like open fires in the middle of them, so there would have been a fire around there, and then it would have been very smoky, felt very claustrophobic, very smelly. And this one seems to have 3 rooms I'm not sure why that is. Someone will have to tell me because my history's not great on them. I just remember reading a little thing in Glen where they had rebuilt one. But yeah, let's have a look around the edges. Guessing that was the door. Maybe there was another door here as well. Maybe there was more than one family lived here. And then they had like, each had their own bits. Maybe the little room down the end was for the animals. Unless there's a smaller room that had a fireplace. I wonder if, was there a fireplace maybe there? I'm not sure. Is that why there's all these stones here? Maybe the chimney fell down at some point. There, and fell there. Possibly. But yeah, there's that stream there. I'm guessing that's why they built it there, because they would have got their fresh water there. Is that reason I'm camping just there? So even hundreds of years later, we all gravitate towards the same little places. Well, I kind of came here because I saw this was here and it was a good marker. But I knew there would be water nearby. The main river's down there, just where that tree line is. And then there's a wall that side, so obviously I saw that from above. It's like maybe that was like their area and this. And they walled all that off for their animals. Stop them running up the hills. But yeah, I love a bit of history. Just thinking about how these people lived in these conditions. It would have been a hard life. But on the plus side, at least they didn't have to deal with things like Facebook. I'm back in the tent, starting to get dark a little bit. I'm going to chill out, get warm, read a book, watch some YouTube, and just relax. If anything interesting happens though, I'll let you know. Just been watching a bit of YouTube, and when I remembered, I've got this bad boy. Look at this, my chocolate cornflake cake. It's about 10 to 8, and I'm feeling pretty cozy in here now. So I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Oh, it's 6:30 AM and I do not want to get up. I have to get this tent down and I have to walk back to Loch Hillside Station, which is probably going to take about 3 hours. And I need to get there by 11. And I really just want to stay in this warm sleeping bag. It was a bit warmer last night than the previous night, but my legs are a lot stiffer. And I had a weird dream about cows chasing me for some reason. I always get weird dreams in tents. But yeah, I'm going to get up, pack my stuff away and get this tent down. Oh, this is my most hated part of the trip, taking down a cold tent. Always gets your hands freezing. There's actually no pegs in it now. This is literally the worst bit. Oh. Oh, my fingers are freezing. Just having a quick look around camp, make sure I've not forgot anything, like tent pegs or anything. But it looks good. Can't tell I've even been there. Goodbye, Gulvain. It's been fun. I'm cold now, so I'm going. Just stopped to fill up my water, just so I have some water on the train. Back at the abandoned shed. I'm not warming up as quickly this morning. Been walking for over an hour now. I still feel pretty cold. And it's weird because where my tent was, it felt warmer. But then I'm down further in the valley and it feels even colder down here. I suppose I'm not going uphill today, it's probably why. I'm just walking downhill and on flats. Oh, flat ground, so I'm just feeling a bit chilly. But yeah, I do like frosty mornings though, hearing the crunch under the foot of the grass and the ice. It's just rather pleasant. Still got probably an hour and a half to the train station. Yay! Hopefully I don't miss my train. It's a train where you have to be on the platform and they see you in a distant stop. It's a request only, so I've got to stand there like, wait, stop, please stop, please stop. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Look how pretty the bottom of that riverbed is. Now 50 minutes to an hour of road walking and I am done. Can't wait to get on that nice warm train. Quack quack. So I just looked to the left of me like, and then I was like, what's that in the bush? My God, a random old phone box. Oh my God, does it still work? No. Tech service. Oh my God, that's still working. That's amazing. 60p. I can't believe that this is still here. It's literally in a bush. That's crazy, and it still works. I wonder how often that gets used. I feel like I wish I had 60p so I could call someone. Doesn't even take cards. Oh, that's amazing. Look at it, it's just in a bush. I don't want to give away its location too much because I don't want people to come and ruin it. That's brilliant though. Yay, I made it back. I've not been to many train stations where you have to wave the train down, otherwise it doesn't stop. Slightly nervous about this. Yay, the train's stopping for me. I'm so excited. Well, I made it onto the train. Just 4 hours back to Paisley now. Well, I've just got home and I realised I forgot to make an ending to the video, but I had a lovely 2 days wild camping and bagging Gulvain. And now I'm going to have to get ready for the next adventure, which is tomorrow. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe because it will really help out the channel. Thank you.